playing for a long time. I've been writing music for almost as long as I've been playing guitar, and I've been singing for even longer. I've been playing shows for years now, and I've been really focusing on developing my music, specifically for the purpose of furthering it into a career.
I think today that some artists are struggling, but they're not struggling any more than they did in the past.
I think a lot of times people are not used to being successful and they're afraid of being successful. The music industry right now is in a tough situation. CD sales are down and it's hard to do things, but perseverance and great songs, I say, would be the answer.
There was also a news item this last year that a 80s shock rock band, Twisted Sister, had calculated how much money they had made in the 20 years that they've been together, and they calculated that they would have made a better salary if they'd been working at Burger King the entire time.
The money doesn't really matter to me. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to live in a huge mansion with, 3 indoor swimming pools and 5 outdoor basketball courts and a mini golf course. But obviously, I don't need those things to be happy. What I need to find out is where I need to be in order to make a deal with the record companies. Like, where do they want their artists to be when they start working with them?
The main reason I won't work with an artist, again, is if they don't have an identified audience. If they're still building themselves, they're a bedroom musician who's just getting out and starting to perform, they need to get out there and develop a following and find what their niche is before working with me.
So we recorded for the first time last Sunday, and I don't think we recorded any one of those songs perfectly the first time. And that's okay, because as Jimmy says, it was all pre-pro or pre-production. And overall, it went pretty well. Once it starts getting into the can't be sloppy, has to be perfect, has to be really perfect parts, I think it's going to take a lot more time. And time is not really something I have a lot of. Between school senior year and theater, which I do outside of school, and all the stuff I have to do for freestyle, it's hard to find so much time to devote to something like that. It's not all sunshine and flowers, let me tell you. I mean, it gets really frustrating after a while. After the 10th take of a song, and it's the vocal part, that's the part that I'm supposed to be good at, and I'm messing up over and over again. It's not fun.
So the creative process when I'm working with the band in the studio is to draw out the best of what material they've brought. A live performance is very different than a recorded performance in the sense that someone's going to listen to this over and over and over potentially. So there's a level of production and accuracy that needs to be on the mark, unless that's your genre.
We did a CD with a vocalist who just gave us a cassette with just guitar and voice, and we just started to add things, listen to it, and add things. And we started to add more electronic stuff and acoustic guitars and electric guitar and drums here and there and stuff. And pretty soon it became a excuse me, it became a really wonderful, some wonderful music. But again, it's up to the artist to say, oh, I like that, or I don't like that. And then it's kind of up to the producer to say, well, even if you don't like that, we need to compromise because that's pretty cool, you know, and we're going to keep that there.
One of the reasons I like working with Frankie, the other half of my band, is because we have very similar visions as far as music goes. And I don't have to worry about making music I don't like with her. The problem with recording is holding on to that and not letting someone new come in and change everything.
I just released an album, and I had the artists go back and change their mix in several areas. They happen to have a classical composing background. It's not a classical composition album, it's a mood album. And I asked him to remove the little high cello riffs in one of the tracks. I felt it kind of spoiled. He built this huge mood, and then suddenly, you know, gliding string instruments fly through the top part.
There's no point in my mind whatsoever of playing something that you don't even like. And I don't want to sell something that I don't like to people, because if I don't like it, if I don't believe in it, I don't want to accept other people's money for it. I have to be able to believe in my music. So in the end, I ended up right where I started. An artist who plays shows around the Bay Area, who gets paid for playing, who people like, but who doesn't really do anything else other than that with her music. And that's okay, because this is what I like doing. I mean, I can't complain because I love doing it, and if it's not anything more than that right now, I think that's okay.
There will be a lot of people who will put you down, who will try and drain your energy, and you don't want to listen to those people and do what you think is cool, and don't worry about what they think is cool. You have to do what you think is cool.
I'll come back to it in a couple years, or, you know, when I have time, I will come back to it, because it's still something I want to do. I mean, you can't give up on something that you've wanted for years just because it gets hard, and I know that, and I'm not going to.
You have to have so much perseverance, because it's even harder probably than winning the lottery, you know?
Even though time kind of got the best of me in this situation right now, I definitely think that I'm going to come back to it in a couple years, and it's just going to be even better, because I'm going to be more in touch with my music. I'm going to know myself better. I'm going to have more material, more experience. And when I face this challenge again, it'll just be all the better.